Did you know that where you put your money is actively defining your financial future? According to spiritual wisdom, energy goes where your focus flows, and placing your money in the wrong spot can actually summon lack instead of welcoming wealth. These principles teach that your physical space is a direct map of your inner state. To manifest mental clarity, our mind needs to be clear. In the same way, to manifest prosperity, our homes need to be aligned with the energy of abundance. Money is more than just currency. It's a living current. When you keep it in parts of your home linked with neglect, mess, or disrespect, you are literally building dams in your financial river. This isn't superstition. This is the practical science of energy, mindfulness, and powerful intention. Let's dive into 7 places you must never store your money if you want to call true wealth and opportunity into your experience. Based on energetic principles, the space under your bed is a black hole for dormant energy, a zone of forgotten intentions. Storing money there ties your finances to the heavy frequencies of inertia and disregard. Though it feels like a secret, safe spot, what we hide under the bed usually mirrors what we avoid in ourselves: unprocessed junk, dust bunnies, forgotten objects, and stuck emotions. Based on the energetic laws found in both spiritual mindfulness and Eastern design wisdom like Feng Shui, your money is not just an object. It's a conduit for energy and purpose. When you hide it under your bed, it becomes energetically suffocated, cut off from your active life, and tangled up with the subconscious weight of things you'd rather ignore. The bed is your sacred space for rest, dreaming, and deep renewal. Adding the energy of your wealth into this vulnerable, unconscious zone creates a deep spiritual conflict, which blocks the very harmony that attracts true prosperity. Think about it: your body needs a clean and peaceful area to truly restore itself. Your wealth needs the exact same thing: a space of respect, clarity, and flow in order to multiply. Beyond this, the dust that gathers under your bed represents the decay of your goals. What you intended to do becomes paralyzed. In spiritual philosophy, intention is the engine of reality. Wealth that is handled with honor and kept in open, cared for, and bright spaces can move freely and expand. But money under the bed is starved of light, movement, and your conscious focus, all of which are vital for its energetic growth. It's the equivalent of planting your financial seeds in a sealed tomb and expecting a harvest in the shadows. This small habit can create real-world blockages over time: delayed income, missed chances, or the constant feeling that your money is failing you. To reach enlightenment, the mind must be cleared of its shadows. To reach abundance, your space must be cleared of its hidden dead zones. The simple move of taking money out from under your bed and putting it in a deliberate spot, like a special container or a designated wealth altar, can elevate your entire financial vibration. It declares to the universe: I see it. I respect what I have. I am prepared for more. Because energetically, the placement of your money is a direct statement about how much you value it and yourself. In spiritual energy practices and sacred space awareness, the top of your fridge is a hugely ignored but powerfully disruptive spot to keep your cash. Placing it here can quietly wreck your financial stability because of one core principle: agitation scatters energy. While the refrigerator is linked to abundance and sustenance, its motor generates a constant, subtle heat. This warmth and vibration collect at the top, and that vibration energetically unsettles the grounded, stable energy that wealth needs to circulate and grow. In spiritual mindfulness, every single thing in your world either builds or breaks your inner peace. Wealth is the same. It grows best in environments that feel calm, organized, and intentional. Heat naturally symbolizes hyperactivity, instability, and a restless state. When money is put in a hot, messy, or overlooked area like the fridge top, it becomes spiritually agitated and fragmented, thrown out of sync with the steady pulse of abundance. This is like trying to grow a plant in baked, barren soil. It can't set down roots, it can't flourish, and it will never produce fruit. On top of this, The fridge top often becomes a magnet for random clutter, junk mail, old Tupperware, useless gadgets, all creating energetic static and sending a message of carelessness. In spiritual practice, your intention and focus are the whole game. How you handle one thing reflects how you handle everything. So when money is left in a neglected, overheated, cluttered area, it's symbolically being treated like an unimportant afterthought. This signal gets picked up by your subconscious and the universe, playing out in your life as surprise bills, a shaky income, or being unable to hold on to money when it does come in. Symbolically, rising heat also lifts your money's energy up and away from the earth, which represents stability, safety, and long-term growth. This creates a painful cycle where cash flows in, but never feels like it sticks around. It arrives full of promise and then vanishes like steam. Spiritual masters handle a single coin with total presence. This reminds us that our money must be kept in a place of cool balance to hold its power. The simple act of moving your cash, wallet, or even that jar of spare change off the refrigerator and putting it into a cool, purposeful place, a dedicated wealth drawer, a money box, or an honored space, can fundamentally alter your financial energy. You're not just moving stuff around, you're retuning your entire relationship with abundance. In the language of energy, heat combined with neglect will always burn through your resources. But when you treat your financial life with cool, calm intention, you build an environment where wealth isn't just protected, it's respected, amplified, and invited to flourish. In energy-based spiritual teachings, the bathroom is understood as a zone of purification, release, and letting go. Its whole purpose revolves around washing away what is no longer needed. Because of this, it has a profound symbolic link to the energy of drain and waste. When you put your money in a bathroom cabinet, a drawer, or anywhere close to a drain, you are unconsciously programming your finances with the energy of disposal. You are telling yourself and the universe that money is something to be quickly used up, gotten rid of, or viewed as disposable. In traditions that work with energetic currents, like Feng Shui, water has two faces. It can bring clarity, but it can also wash things away permanently. Bathrooms are portals of energetic outflow, both literally and figuratively. When wealth is stored here, it gets caught in this downward spiral out of your life. You might notice that money just vanishes, or that no matter what you earn, you can never get ahead, or your savings just won't grow. This is because your money is being influenced by the powerful energy of elimination. Even in a spotless bathroom, the space's energetic signature is centered on flushing things out. Spiritually speaking, your wealth deserves sacred treatment. It needs to be in spaces that feel stable, lasting, and honored. Not next to your deodorant, cleaning chemicals, or near plumbing. Every choice you make about placement sends a powerful message. Keeping money in a bathroom signals a lack of respect for your own blessings. It suggests you see money as merely functional, not sacred, and that you expect it to be gone as quickly as it came. Spiritual mindfulness reveals that what we value will value us in return. When you store your money in a place of waste, you degrade its energetic power and open the door to financial struggle. This is not about being superstitious, it is about symbolism and the laws of energetic mirroring. Your external world is a printout of your internal reality. And when you tuck your wealth away in a room designed for release, you are reinforcing deep beliefs of being unworthy or of perpetual scarcity. To fix this, get all cash, coins, and wallets out of the bathroom immediately. Select a location that feels clean, solid, and energetically positive. A place that stands for growth, security, and conscious care. This can be a specific wealth corner, a dedicated drawer, or a small altar. The goal is to build a clear energetic wall between what you want to release and what you want to grow. Money is not waste. It represents potential, responsibility, and spirit in action. Honor it as such, and it will honor you back. Because once you stop storing your resources in places of elimination, you stop unconsciously sending your own fortune down the drain. In spiritual philosophy and conscious living, clutter isn't just a physical mess. It is emotional, mental, and spiritual gridlock that chokes the organic flow of your life. And when your money is kept in cluttered closets, it gets snarled in what is called energetic entanglement, a state where wealth is stuck in old, unprocessed energy that paralyzes its ability to move, increase, or fulfill its mission. Closets are frequently the most ignored parts of our homes. They are where we shove the things we can't face, clothes that no longer fit, broken objects, unworn gifts, and the heavy baggage of old memories. All of these forgotten items leak emotional residue when you place your money among them, in an old purse, between stacks of unused linens, or under dusty boxes. You are energetically drowning your wealth in a sea of indecision and procrastination. According to spiritual teachings, clinging to things is a primary source of suffering. Clutter is the physical form of being attached to the past, of being afraid to let go, or of a poverty mindset that constantly whispers, "I have to keep this just in case." Keeping money in these environments energetically declares that your financial well-being is fused with fear, stagnation, and an old version of you. Your breath has to flow for you to live. In the same way, money must circulate to fuel prosperity. A cluttered closet suffocates that circulation with layers of energetic static. This conflict creates subtle but deep financial problems. You might feel trapped regardless of your efforts, struggle to think clearly about your finances, or be caught in a painful loop of earning money but never getting ahead. Money kept in a cluttered space goes dormant. It soaks up the heaviness of every unresolved issue and reflects the chaos it's buried in. In conscious living, your surroundings build your consciousness. A chaotic space will always create and sustain a chaotic mind. Clutter also generates a constant visual and energetic overload, making it impossible to act with clarity and intention. Two things you absolutely need for wise financial management. When your wealth is surrounded by things you have forgotten, it too becomes forgotten. Treat it as an afterthought instead of a blessing. The process of decluttering is much more than a household chore. It is a sacred ceremony, a deep cleansing of the very channels through which your abundance is meant to flow. If you are serious about changing your financial energy, start by clearing out your closets. Do it not just to create space, but to release the outdated narratives, stuck feelings, and limiting patterns stored there. Pull all money out of these zones and move it to a place that is intentional, respected, and calm. Somewhere it can breathe and be appreciated with purpose. Your money deserves a home that mirrors your clarity, your readiness, and your respect for its potential, not to be buried under the things you've already moved past. Because in the profound language of your personal space, the way you store your money shows the universe how you value your wealth. And when you clear out the clutter, you clear a path for prosperity to finally arrive and make itself at home. In mindfulness traditions, every object in your home has a vibration and its location tells a story. Placing money right next to the garbage bin, whether it's loose change on the counter near it, a purse on the floor beside it, or cash envelopes sitting near bags of trash, creates an intense energetic clash. This action spiritually connects your financial gifts with rejection, decay, and worthlessness. The garbage can, by definition, is a symbol for everything that is rejected, broken, spoiled, or useless. Spiritual wisdom says that where your focus and intention go, your energy will follow. When you position money near a container that is designed to remove things from your life, you are sending a powerful subconscious signal that wealth is also disposable, unclean, or not wanted. Energy responds directly to symbols, and proximity is key. Having money near a trash can, even by accident, implies a deep spiritual carelessness that breaks the flow of abundance. It reflects a hidden belief that wealth is temporary or undeserving of honor. Eventually, this bad habit can show up as real-world financial patterns, repeated losses, surprise expenses, or a total inability to build wealth, no matter how hard you try. Mindfulness teaches us to be deliberate about what we surround ourselves with, as our environment constantly shapes our inner experience. If the garbage can is a doorway for rejection, then putting money near it is like inviting your finances to take the same path out of your life. This isn't just a strange idea, it's the energetic law of correspondence. You would never put a sacred object, like a spiritual text or a precious family photo, next to a pile of garbage. Your wealth deserves the same level of respect. Money itself is neutral, but it is also highly responsive. It absorbs the energy of how it is managed. If it's honored, it grows. If it is dismissed, it vanishes. To reverse this pattern, start by creating a strict physical and energetic line between your money and any trash area. Get your wallet, cash, or even financial papers off surfaces near the bin. Relocate them to a clean, dedicated space, a drawer just for prosperity, a beautiful wooden box, or a sacred area that feels orderly and grateful. Each time you make this conscious choice, you send a new signal to your deep mind and to the universe that wealth has a dignified and important place in your world. You are changing the story from rejection to reverence, from disposal to deliberate care. And as you align your home's energy with worthiness and respect, you don't just invite money to visit, you invite it to stay, grow, and support you. Because in the language of spiritual wisdom, even one small action of placement can either attract wealth or silently push it away. In conscious living practices, every single item in your house carries a vibration based on its function, purpose, and the emotions tied to it. When your money is kept inside old wallets or purses you no longer use, it gets trapped in what can be called hibernating energy, a state of paralysis and isolation that cuts off its connection to active flow, purpose, and expansion. Your wallets and purses are more than just fashion items. They are the symbolic shelters for your wealth, financial vessels that either boost prosperity or slowly drain it, all depending on their condition and use. A wallet that is out of commission, stuffed in a drawer, lost in a closet, or kept for nostalgia but no longer part of your daily life, becomes energetically dead. Its stillness broadcasts inactivity. Its lack of use screams irrelevance. When you put cash inside these dormant objects, you are essentially sealing it inside a time vault, a place where its energy is frozen, unable to breathe, and totally disconnected from your present reality. In spiritual mindfulness, this moment, right now, is the only place where life and real abundance happen. Anything that is cut off from the now becomes energetically powerless. Your money, just like your breath or your focus, must circulate to be vital and effective. By storing it in wallets that are no longer in motion, you are symbolically benching it from the game of your life. This stagnation can create real world effects, a career that feels stuck, investments that fail to grow, or having resources that you just can't seem to access or use effectively. Even worse, you might start to absorb the energy of these forgotten items, starting to believe that your money is useless, that it's trapped, or that you aren't supposed to actively engage with it. Spiritual practice calls on us to be deliberate in every action and to honor everything that supports our lives, and that includes our financial instruments. The way you handle money is never a small thing. It shows what you believe about your prosperity, your value, and your capacity to receive. To break this cycle, start by gathering every unused wallet and purse in your house. Check them for any hidden cash or old receipts. Then, you must either gratefully release them or consciously bring them back into active rotation. If they can still serve you, never allow your money to be left behind in a forgotten container. Transfer it to a living home, your active wallet, a dedicated wealth box, or a sacred space where it can align with your life today. This seemingly small move is a huge spiritual reset. It sends a potent message. My resources are active, valuable, and part of my current life. It turns stagnant energy into dynamic potential and awakens financial momentum where there was only stillness. In energy work, What you honor will always expand, and what you forget will always shrink. When you free your money from forgotten relics and place it at the center of your conscious world, you reactivate its power and swing open the door for wealth to flow back in, circulate, and grow with new life. In spiritual traditions, the floor is seen as the most grounding part of a room, but it is also the most energetically humble space. It is the surface that holds the weight of everything else, that gathers debris, and that absorbs the constant energy of footsteps, gravity, and being overlooked. When you leave or store your money on the floor, it becomes spiritually and literally attached to the absolute lowest level of respect. In mindfulness-based living, reverence and intention are the foundations of how we relate to all things, especially those tied to our vitality, such as food, our tools, or our money. To leave money on the floor, whether it's loose change that fell and was forgotten, a bill tucked under a rug, or a purse casually dropped there, is to connect it with heaviness, neglect, and a feeling of being subservient. Energy is driven by meaning, and the floor signifies the bottom, what we tread on, stand above, and frequently ignore. From a spiritual perspective, this action tells your subconscious mind that money lacks importance, has no sacred value, and doesn't deserve to be elevated or protected. Because your energy mirrors your true intentions, money treated with this disrespect will reflect it back to you through financial struggles, sudden losses, or a complete lack of forward motion. Furthermore, in many cultures shaped by spiritual ethics, placing anything valuable or sacred on the floor is a powerful signal of disrespect. It breaks the flow of honor and communicates that the object is essentially worthless. When your money is left in this low energy zone, surrounded by dirt, shoes, and chaotic movement, it soaks in the vibrations of carelessness and devaluation. Over time, this can lead to an inability to build or hold onto wealth, no matter how much you earn or how smart you are, because the energetic message being sent is loud and clear. This is not important. Spiritual mindfulness inspires us to raise the energetic frequency of everything we touch, not just with our minds, but with our physical actions and our spaces. Keeping your money raised, secured, and deliberately stored sends a signal to the universe and your own soul that you are prepared to receive, honor, and grow your wealth. To transform the energetic result, you must begin by transforming the physical action. Make a commitment to never let money stay on the floor. Pick up any bills or coins you find there, perhaps even cleaning them, and place them with total awareness in a spot that has dignity, a special drawer, a pouch, an altar, or a wealth box that is elevated off the ground. This small change in placement is a powerful act of spiritual alignment. It is a way of lifting both your money and your relationship to it into the light of conscious reverence. It's a reminder that money isn't just a resource, it is a direct reflection of your care, your energy, and your deepest values. Just as you would never place a holy book or a treasured memento on the ground to be stepped on, you must stop placing your money where it is symbolically being crushed. Because in the profound energetic language of life, what you elevate in your personal space, you will elevate in your personal experience. And when you lift your wealth up from the floor, you lift your abundance to meet you where you truly belong, in a state of awareness, gratitude, and powerful readiness.